Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Carter makes a hopeful plea, but Liam refuses to accept his death sentence. Liam stutters at the Cliff House, "I'm dying?" He disputes it. Steffi claims that Finn informed her. She is aware that it appears to be impossible, but it is true. Kelly is impressed that both her father and Finn are tucking her in twice in her room. They discuss the dance that took place in the living room. She exclaims that her father is the greatest. Finn assures her that a father's relationship with his daughter endures no matter what. She will never forget tonight, he's certain. She will reflect on how memorable her dad made this evening when she is an elderly grandmother. A memory like that is something you'll carry with you for the rest of your life. According to Kelly, it was preferable than attending the dance. Her father is always there for her. Kelly thinks she's fortunate to have two daddies as they continue their conversation. Being her stepfather is an honor for Finn. He would never be able to take the place of her father. She was fortunate to have an amazing father. Kelly grinned. Her father promises to always be there for her. Liam is living in denial. Liam questions whether Steffi is playing a practical joke on him in the living room. She informs that an inoperable tumor was discovered on his brain scan. She believed she should tell him. He inhales deeply and reels. He gets an ache behind his eye and grimaces. He claims he had to be there tonight, but she wants to take him back to the hospital. Steffi advises him not to endanger himself. "I'm not dying, Steffi," Liam snorts. With the advancement of modern medicine, everything is possible these days. Steffi sobs once again and shakes her head. Liam assures Steffi that he cannot die because he has two daughters. Should he sit them down and explain this to them? She is telling him that he must leave them as they are all he now has. "It's unfair, I simply eat well, exercise, and I'm young. Don't worry, I'm not dying." He needs to be present for all future special events. When Finn shows up, Liam begs him to clarify, "I have to be. Is Steffi's statement accurate? Am I going to die?" Finn bursts into tears. Liam appears appalled. In Sheila, the deacon confides. Sheila invites Deacon to take a break after creeping up on him in the back room at Il Giardino. She can see he's thinking about something. Considering Hope? Deacon nods as she asks. Hope and the man who deceived her are on his mind. He regrets that Hope believed she had at last found a trustworthy mate. Liam would have defended Hope if it had been him rather than Carter. Sheila finds out that when she saw Carter briefly at Forrester, he took things into his own hands. Carter had it coming, according to Deacon. Did he get the hint? Sheila wonders. I hope he did, Deacon. He doesn't understand why it never works out for her and declares, "I don't want Carter near my daughter ever again." Sheila asks him if he is certain that her and Carter are no longer together. Although Deacon would not mind if she reconnected with Liam, he certainly hopes so. He believes he has reached adulthood and is prepared to become the man Hope desires him to be. They do have a child together, Sheila explains. Deacon isn't arranging a date or anything, but he did mention it to Hope. Sheila winces. She recently split from Carter. Deacon deserves to know whether she and Liam will have a happy ending, even though she is unsure. Carter desires another opportunity. Carter surprises Hope at Brooke's house. The door was open, he claims. "I needed to see you. I'm missing you, Hope." Hope says she's heard that tomorrow is a big day at Forrester because of Ridge and Eric's couture fashion presentation. Carter detests not being involved. Hope is grateful that he stood up for them, but he didn't do it when it counted most. "Even more, I hate being apart from you." Carter objects. What if she could understand his perspective? He apologizes for making her feel let down. Hope claims that while she only attempted to support his dream, he let her down and caused her pain. It's likely that she trusted him more than any other male. Hope informs Carter that, without consulting her first, he made a significant choice. She is beginning to see that their small plan is flawed and that she should not have consented to his takeover. Which, incidentally, was your idea. Carter is relieved to realize they were mistaken and created chaos. Hope scoffs, turmoil? Since Liam and I got divorced, I've been going through a lot of stuff, haven't I? So, you've been thinking about Liam, Carter reflects. Hope has been reflecting. They had memories together and a lovely daughter. Carter begs her to give them a chance at a better future. He still desires a future with her. Liam cannot pass away. Finn informs Liam in the Cliff home that the neuro team has determined that the mass discovered by the MRI is inoperable. So, how do we handle it? Liam asks. Finn doesn't say anything. Will they simply wait for him to pass away? Liam asks. Steffi tells Liam they'll all be there for him, but Finn says there might be methods to stall the pace. Everyone will support him. Liam objects. Dude, nothing has changed. There might be a solution, so you had better assure me that if this is the case, no one will be aware of it. Finn is unable to promise anything. Liam is able to. He assures his daughters and Finn that he is not dying. I can't pass away just yet. If it's true, he has work to do. I believe that there is something beyond of science and medicine that won't tear me away from the two people I love the most in the world. He needs to treasure every second he spends with his girls. He has too much to live for to accept this death sentence. Carter, who now regrets the takeover, still hopes for a bright future while Liam refuses to accept his death. Today on Bold and the Beautiful, Carter tells Hope he misses her, Finn tells Kelly no one can replace her father, and Deacon lets Sheila in on pounding Carter. Recap of Tuesday's Ridge received a reminder of his history with Brooke, and Steffi informed Liam that he was dying. When Steffi informs Liam that he is dying at the Cliff home, Liam stammers and giggles. She is aware that although it looks impossible, it is true. She claims he has an inoperable lump on his brain, but he claims he is a bit young. She believed she should break the news to him. Liam furrows his brow, unsure of how to respond. He remarks, I suppose we're all dying. She doesn't mean that. She's saying that he's dying now. He snorts and claims he is not dying. Doctors can accomplish anything in the 21st century. I can't be dying, he says. He has daughters. Nothing matters more to him than them since they are all he has. This is unfair. He works out and eats well. He cannot be dying. Kelly is impressed that she's getting tucked in twice tonight in her room. Finn apologizes for missing the dance. Her dad, she claims, made up for it. He is the greatest. Finn reassures her that a father's and daughter's bond endures no matter what. For the rest of her life, Finn is certain she will remember tonight. Even after she becomes a grandmother. Although Kelly is aware that she will become a grandmother in the future, she is somewhat relieved that she was unable to attend the dance. This was superior. Her father is always there for her. She feels really fortunate to have two fathers. Being her stepfather is an honor, Finn assures her. Given how exceptional her father is, he could never take his position. Kelly is aware. Her father promised never to abandon her. Liam questions whether Steffi's claims are accurate as Finn joins them. It dawns on Finn when he stops talking. There is an inoperable bulk, according to Finn. No actual treatment is available. All they can do is delay his death. Steffi assures him that he won't be by himself. Liam assures them that nobody can be aware of this. He cannot pass away at this time. He believes that a force greater than science or medicine will save him from being torn from his girls. Sheila tries to lure Deacon upstairs after surprising him in the kitchen of Il Giardino. He must go to work. She assumes that he is thinking about Hope. He does, as does the man who deceived her. Deacon gripes about Carter disappointing Hope. He visits Carter with his fists, he informs his wife. He hoped he got the hint since he had that karate chop coming. That man shouldn't be around his daughter. Deacon finds it incomprehensible that his daughter never succeeds. Liam is the only one of her ex-boyfriends that he believes may bring her happiness. Sheila makes an attempt to grin. She can't understand this. Although he is aware that Liam is a waffler, he believes that he may have grown up. He confesses to bringing this up to Hope as he pours them wine. She finds it unbelievable that he took such action right after she and Carter broke up. All Deacon wants is for his daughter to be content. Telling Hope that he has been missing her, Carter surprises her at home. He tells her that he detests being apart from her while they awkwardly discuss work. Although she values his efforts to defend them, he didn't stand up for them when it counted. Carter merely wants her to understand his perspective. What they had could be theirs again. She tells him that while she was merely attempting to support his dream, he let her down and caused her pain. They quarrel over his decision-making without seeking her input. She has begun to realize that she should never have consented to the takeover. He's happy she realizes they were mistaken. She mentions that they have many wonderful memories of Liam. Carter offers her the opportunity to create the future they had always imagined. That future with her is still something he desires. Finn is left in a difficult situation by Liam's death sentence. Spoilers for Wednesday, April 23, 2025's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful hint at an emotional day for Finn as Liam's prognosis sets in. Liam is unable to cope. John Finn Finnegan was aware that Liam Spencer would find it difficult to absorb the news that Steffi Forrester Finnegan had informed him that he had an incurable brain tumor. It is beyond the pale, after all, to discover that you are dying at such a young age. Nobody should have to deal with it while they are still in their prime. Don't forget to check out our spoilers for next week, here. Liam is unwilling to confront it at all. He promises to fight for his life while in a condition of denial. He can't stand the idea of being absent from his two little daughters, so he feels there must be something that may save him. Steffi is also uncertain about Kelly Spencer's, Sophia Parra's, ability to handle this. She may not be able to handle the grief of losing her father because she loves him so much. Finn takes the initiative. Finn knows exactly what he needs to do after hearing all of this. He promises to give Kelly the best stepfather he can. He will be the dad that Kelly needs after not being able to be there for his own daughter. He has witnessed Luna Nozawa's, Lisa Yamada, transformation after growing up without a father to mentor her, and he will not allow Kelly to experience the same fate. Read more, discover the events of the most recent episode. As long as he avoids his two insane family, particularly Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, Steffi is thankful for her wonderful husband, who will stop at nothing to support her and her kids. Unfortunately, Beth eventually loses her father, so Hope Logan does not have the same life. Hope has not yet been informed of the situation, but she might be interested in knowing that her ex-husband, who is also the father of her child, is essentially near death. Will Liam smart up and tell her quickly before she inevitably gets the news from someone else? Passion, treachery, and the kind of romantic entanglements that leave viewers speechless are all hallmarks of The Bold and the Beautiful, and the most recent development involving Steffi Forrester, Liam Spencer, and John Finn Finnegan is no different. Despite Steffi's unwavering devotion to Finn, there are rumors that she might surprise her ex-husband Liam with a kiss. If accurate, this might have a profound impact on her family, her marriage, and the Forrester-Logan-Spencer dynamic as a whole. However, how might this occur? Steffi has supported Finn through Sheila Carter's insanity and numerous other difficulties. Would she truly betray him? Or is this a passing error, a sentimental mistake that might cost her everything? The unresolved issue between Liam and Steffi. One of the most tumultuous love stories in history is that of Steffi and Liam. Their relationship has always been intense, complex, and impossible to completely break, from their adolescent infatuation to their several marriages, breakups, and the notorious Lope, Liam and Hope, love triangle. The program has never completely eradicated the spark between Steffi and Liam, even now that they are happily married to Finn and Hope, respectively. What if the flame rekindles during a vulnerable moment? Imagine this: Steffi seeks solace from Liam after experiencing family strife or Finn's continued relationship with Sheila. He's always been her emotional rock, the person who knows her better than Finn ever could. After exchanging glances and touching each other for a while, they kiss before any of them can stop it. It's hot, intense, and filled with years' worth of unresolved emotions. Then reality sets in. Steffi recoils in horror at her actions. Liam is unsure of what to say because he is caught between longing and guilt. The cornerstone of Steffi's marriage is suddenly shattered. The worst nightmare Finn has ever had is history repeating itself. Despite being aware of Steffi's history with Liam, Finn has always had entire faith in her, even when Sheila attempted to sour their relationship. But what if he discovers this kiss? In a moment, that trust might be broken. Ridge, who has alternated between Brooke and Taylor for decades, is not Finn. He is a loyal guy, and Steffi's betrayal, even if it's only a single kiss, could ruin him. Even worse, what if Sheila finds out? She already has a strong desire to end Finn's marriage. She will use Steffi's weakness as a weapon if she finds it and whisper in Finn's ear that Steffi never really let go of Liam. Finn may begin to doubt everything because he is already susceptible because of his complex feelings for Sheila. Does Steffi still have feelings for Liam? Was there a lie at the foundation of their whole marriage? The fallout, a troubled marriage. The consequences would be disastrous if the kiss were made public. Steffi, who has always taken great satisfaction in her ability to be powerful and determined, would be overcome with guilt. Heartbroken and angry, Finn might even leave, or worse, turn to Sheila, the last person Steffi would want for solace. Consider the irony if Finn begins to perceive his murdering mother as the only person who understands him because of his suffering. Even though Liam loves Hope, Steffi has always been his weakness. Would this kiss cause him to doubt his own marriage? Would Hope, who is already uneasy about Steffi's presence in Liam's life, view this as the ultimate betrayal? The repercussions could quickly destroy several relationships. Is Steffi going to leave because of this? Steffi has always been a fighter, but if she loses Finn, the man she vowed was her forever, she might decide she needs time to heal. If the kiss causes an irreversible rift between her and Finn, could she leave Los Angeles? A brief departure would give the character a dramatic exit while leaving the possibility of a future return. While breaking up Steffi and Finn for another round of Steffi-Liam drama may seem repetitive to some fans, if written well, with real emotional consequences, not just a quick fix, this storyline could be explosive. But the real question is, would really go there? Steffi and Finn have been a stable couple, a rare example of stability in a sea of soap opera chaos. Ultimately, will she or won't she? A Steffi-Liam kiss would be a game-changer, no doubt about it. It would challenge loyalties, erode trust, and possibly restructure the show's major relationships. But the bigger question is, should it happen? While Steffi and Finn's romance has been a welcome diversion from the typical love triangles, Steffi and Liam's relationship is a fundamental part of past, and a return may bring back the ferocious, unpredictable drama that fans have come to expect. There's little doubt that if Steffi does kiss Liam, the fallout would be a must-watch television show. Betrayal, heartache, and violent altercations would ensue, and Finn might not be the only victim. Hope's marriage, Steffi's dignity, and even the Forrester family's future could be at stake. Will Steffi cross that line, and if so, will her marriage be able to endure, or will this mark the beginning of the end for Shin? Keep an eye on things since anything can happen in the world of the bold and the beautiful. On The Bold and the Beautiful, what will happen? From their early romance to multiple marriages, heartbreaking betrayals, and the lingering shadow of Hope Logan, Liam Spencer and Steffi Forrester's relationship has been one of the most captivating, turbulent, and emotionally charged love stories on The Bold and the Beautiful for more than 10 years. Despite the fact that both of them have moved on with other partners, fans are left wondering, what does the future hold for Liam and Steffi? Will they ever reunite, or is their epic love story truly over? The inseparable link between Steffi and Liam. Despite Liam and Steffi's repeated attempts to move on, fate, and the authors, always manages to bring them back together. Raising their daughter Kelly, enduring innumerable splits and reconciliations, and sharing a love that has persevered through all challenges are all part of their long-standing relationship. Liam's bond with Steffi is intense, passionate, and unvarnished, in contrast to his relationship with Hope, which frequently seems idealized and pure. Even though they argue and irritate one another, they always manage to come back to one another in times of need. But is there any chance of a future reunion given that Steffi is totally devoted to Finn, a man who has, largely, shown his dedication, and Liam is attempting to sort things out with Hope? Or has the ship set sail at last? Their own selves pose the greatest threat to their divorced marriages. The largest barrier to Liam and Steffi's permanent separation? Their personal unresolved emotions. No matter how happy Steffi seems with Finn or how committed Liam appears to Hope, there's always an underlying strain. It only takes a fleeting glance, a heated exchange of words, or a vulnerable moment to rekindle old passions. What happens if Steffi can no longer stand Finn's relationship with Sheila? What if she crosses a line and seeks solace from Liam in a moment of weakness? In the same vein, might Liam find comfort in Steffi's embrace if Hope's fixation on Thomas returns or if he feels abandoned? There is always the possibility of treachery seething beneath the surface. The Hope factor, will she be between them all the time? Since the start of Liam and Steffi's romance, Hope Logan has been the third wheel. Hope constantly appears to be waiting in the wings, despite Steffi's repeated attempts to establish herself as Liam's one and only. But may the dynamic finally change now that Hope is totally focused on her own marriage, and sometimes sidetracked by Thomas? Steffi and Liam might be able to get back together if Hope and Liam experience another difficult time, maybe as a result of Liam's personal fears or her continued relationship with Thomas. On the other hand, Hope might turn to Steffi if he ever decides to break up with Liam permanently, which is improbable but yet possible. A reunion in the future? Potential situations. Even though Steffi and Finn have a solid marriage, no relationship is ever truly secure. The following are some possible paths for Liam and Steffi to reunite. Finn's downfall. Liam might be the shoulder she leans on, which could result in a renewed romance, if Sheila's influence causes a permanent rift between Finn and Steffi or if Finn commits an unforgivable error, such as putting her trust in Sheila over Steffi. Hope's exit. If Hope were to ever leave Liam, whether for Thomas or another cause, Liam would certainly turn to Steffi, the one woman who has always understood him. A crisis brings them together. Liam and Steffi's love for their kids may serve as a reminder of their close relationship in the event that Kelly or Hayes were in danger. A forbidden moment. Both of their marriages may be ruined by a single impetuous kiss or passionate evening, making them question if they were really meant to be. Or is it over at last? However, might conclude that the story of Liam and Steffi is over. Since she first started lusting for Liam, Steffi has come a long way, and Finn offers her a new beginning, a man who chooses her without hesitation and without the drama of back and forth. The authors may eventually allow Liam and Steffi to go on permanently if they wish to keep Shin strong. This would allow them to co-parent Kelly in harmony while pursuing their own independent lives. The most important question, do fans want them to reunite? Though opinions vary, Liam and Steffi have one of the most ardent fan bases in history. There are viewers who think they are soulmates and will always find their way back to one another. Others contend that Steffi deserves the security Finn offers and that their destructive cycle of splitting up and getting back together is over. Ultimately, drama is what The Bold and the Beautiful is all about, and the unresolved tension between Liam and Steffi is a storyline treasure trove. One thing is for sure, their journey will never be dull, regardless of whether they end up getting back together or ending their romance altogether. Final prediction, a brief reunion before destiny separates them once more. The most likely option, considering past, is that Liam and Steffi will have one more vulnerable moment, a passionate kiss, a near affair, or an emotional confession, before reality separates them. Steffi and Liam will once more part ways following a brief but deep emotional affair, and Finn and Hope will probably battle for their marriages. A full-fledged Liam-Steffi reunion, however, might be imminent if the show ever makes the decision to genuinely change things up, especially if Finn or Hope leave the canvas. Fans should expect more lustful looks, tense exchanges, and the indisputable fact that Liam and Steffi will always hold a special place in their hearts, regardless of who they are with. In conclusion, one of the biggest questions surrounding The Bold and the Beautiful is still what will happen to Liam and Steffi.